What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and if Star-Lord is flying in the sky, you know exactly what's about to go down. That's right. We're about to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, and the debut trailer debuted on The Late Show with Jimmy Kimmel. Can you believe that? The Late Show with Jimmy Kimmel. Goodbye, Jay Leno. We hardly knew you. Actually, we knew you pretty well. And, man, I'll tell you, I've been... People have been asking me on Twitter. They've been asking me on YouTube. Everywhere, everybody's asking me, what did you think of the trailer? And I will tell you in one word. Dope. Yeah, man, it looks awesome. I mean, there's really no two ways around it. This movie looks like it's going to be incredible. And this guy right here is going to lead the way. That's right, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. Looks like he's going to be hilarious. Looks like he's going to be a very, very interesting and compelling character. And the best part about it is it looks like they're going with the classic Star-Lord look and not this cheesy little look right here. So, you know, obviously all the characters were seen in the trailer, and just want to talk a little bit about them. Drax right here, obviously, is, you know, the Destroyer, Drax. Born to kill Thanos, and you know, I don't know how they're gonna really portray him. I mean, as far as, you know, that part of his role is, you know, Marvel hasn't really actually acknowledged Thanos yet. I love the fact that he's got his kind of knives. That is a Drax staple, so that looks pretty good. And Dave Bautista, man, what can you say? I mean, he looks exactly like I would expect Drax to be. And I really just feel like, you know, he is the perfect casting option for this character. And, you know, I know he's really excited to be him. My thing is, you know, Batista, you know, if you're a WWE fan, you know that Batista is not really, like, the biggest talker in the world. So I'm just hoping he doesn't have a lot of lines, because I really don't... Drax really isn't the talkative type to me, so I just don't foresee him, like, doing a lot, you know, that way. But, you know, whatever. We'll see what happens there. Definitely the rest of the team... let's actually go ahead and skip right over to, not She-Hulk, Gamora, the adopted daughter of Thanos. I don't know if that's going to be covered at all. Again, you know, I bring Gamora after Drax simply because, you know, the Thanos factor. Thanos is not the villain of this movie, per se. I think he's going to play a role in it somehow, so we're going to kind of see Thanos. But, you know, Thanos is going to be a huge role, I think, in the third Avengers movie. So, you know, establishing him here with the Guardians would be pretty good. You know, I definitely feel like, you know, Gamora looked pretty cool. They definitely captured her spirit, you know, being played by Zoe Saldana. And I think she's going to be a pretty good choice. One thing that, you know, superherohype.com has, like, an article up where there's, like, 5 character assessments for the 5 main characters of the movie. And, you know, the actors playing the character kind of comment on the character a little bit. And some of them kind of bothered me. I didn't like Star-Lord being stuck there. Some of them kind of bothered me a little bit in what they said, and she was one of them. Like, she described Gamora as having a heart of gold. No, she doesn't. She's actually kind of a bitch. She's hell-bent on destruction. She's the most dangerous woman in the galaxy. You know, that is what she called herself when she was banging Rich Rider during Annihilation. And, you know, she gets around. She banged Iron Man, too. So, then again, who hasn't? So, you know, I'm nervous that they're going to kind of portray her that way. They've already kind of shown a semi-side boob, you know, spot in the video, in the trailer. So, you know, obviously they're going to, you know, push the fact that she's a chick in the movie. But, she is lethal. She is every bit as dangerous as they say she is. So I'm just hoping they really kind of portray that too. Um, Definitely going to be a really great character either way. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, that's all we can really do at this point. But in the trailer, I thought that she was kind of handled pretty well. Groot, obviously. Wow. I I'm torn on what to say about Groot because he looks freaking dope. He looks really awesome. I really feel like they did a good job with him. The way he looks and capturing his feel. He's being voiced by Vin Diesel, and I'm on the fence about that. I haven't really been, super, stoked either way on it. Like, I mean, I like Vin Diesel, don't get me wrong. And I know that he's done really great with some other stuff before. Trying to think of the name of... He did a cartoon back in the day, and trying to remember what it was called. Let's see. Yeah, it'll come to me. You guys will obviously tell me in the comments below. Oh, the Iron Giant, that's what it was. So he's obviously done, some of that before, but, my thing about Groot is his only line is supposed to be, "I am Groot." You know what I mean? So, "I am Groot." That's all his race is supposed to say. Sorry, guys. End of the day, almost midnight, and I'm yawning, and I'm trying to fight it so hard, and I'm sorry. But yeah, "I am Groot." That's all he's supposed to say, and I don't know why Marvel would pay Vin Diesel a lot of money to say "I am Groot." So, he's obviously going to say more. I heard somebody once, or read, I should say, somebody in the comments of one of my videos say something about his vocabulary box being, like, broken, and I don't believe that's actually accurate. I remember there was a comic where he's from the Planet X, I think it was called, and if I remember correctly, the whole race, they just said "I am Groot." So I might be wrong, but obviously I'm resigned to the fact that he's going to have a lot to say that's not "I am Groot." So we'll see, but I'm sure that they're going to work that in somehow. Maybe this will even show, that it'll even show where he kind of hurts his voice and ends up saying that. Who knows? But one way or another, he is definitely going to be the guardian for this guy right here, who I feel like is going to end up being the star of the show. Bradley Cooper is voicing Rocket, and I feel like, Chris Pratt, I feel like obviously is going to be the star, but everybody's going to gravitate to Rocket. The kids are definitely going to gravitate to Rocket Raccoon. He's going to be a sarcastic prick, and I freaking love it. That right there is very important. He's not a cuddly little rodent. He is a douche. He's a jerk. And he is full of himself, and he is totally going to be that in this movie. I totally know it. He's going to totally make fun of Peter Quill every chance that he gets, and that's going to be funny. There is a clip on that same superhero hype article that shows it shows Bradley Cooper doing some voice stuff as Rocket Raccoon. It shows a clip of Rocket actually talking, and it's interesting. I mean, I've always pictured Rocket as having like a British or Australian accent. I don't know why. It's just kind of how I've always pictured it. But I feel like what the voice that we hear from Bradley Cooper, I think I'm going to be okay with it. I think I'm going to like it a lot. All right, I'll like it. I think it'll be fine, and I'll be I'll just grow accustomed to it. I think he's definitely, like I said, going to be just a great, central. Like out of all 5 characters, he's obviously going to be the second most popular, if not the most popular. I mean, people might gravitate for him more than Star-Lord. We'll see. Definitely a lot of really cool paraphernalia coming out with those two. Kota Bakaya has a what do you call it? They have like a statue coming out where it's like the top half of Groot with Rocket Raccoon kind of standing on him. I'm totally buying that thing. I don't even care how much money it costs. So I can't wait for that. The toy lines are going to be awesome. There's going to be Lego toys. There's going to be action figures, Marvel Legend action figures, which is going to be awesome, or from Hasbro. And the best part, oh guys, you know what? You guys know I'm a Nova fan. And the best part about the action figures, the Marvel Legends, there's going to be one for all 5 characters. And they always have 6, so they can have like a Build-A-Figure. At least 6. And the 6th character is Rich Rider Nova. The comic book style. It's not Sam Alexander. It's definitely Rich Rider because it's got the Nova Prime helmet. That's fucking awesome because you know what? That means Rich Rider's coming back soon, and I can't rave about that enough. There's been rumors I've read on some forums that, there might be a Nova Corps member named Rich Rider. So far there's not, but we'll see. There's definitely, John C. Reilly playing Roman Day, who is the character that, ended up giving Rich Rider his helmet. So we'll see what happens there. There's, definitely a bunch of really awesome characters in this movie. Michael Rooker is playing Yondu, so that's going to be awesome. There's also going to be, Lee Pace is playing Ronan the Accuser, who, honestly at this point, I can only just say I don't like the description. I only going by IMDb. Like here's the description from IMDb. In the far reaches of space, an American pilot named Peter Quill finds himself the object of a manhunt after stealing an orb coveted by the villainous Ronin. So, villainous Ronin, I don't know. The accusers are not really villains. They're like judges. So, he's part of the Kree Empire. And I don't know how he's villainous. I know he's been portrayed as a bad guy in the past and everything. So I totally get that. I guess we should pull out Ronan while we're doing this. I kind of forget that Ronan's in the game. Look at that smile. He's not a villain. He has become a good guy now, so I mean, I totally get it. I mean, I'm not like mad about it, but we'll see what happens. I got to see the movie. At this point we're only speculating. So Karen Gillan is gonna play Nebula, who we see in the trailer. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. Also, we've got Benicio del Toro as the Collector. He's visible in the trailer. Glenn Close is in the movie. Excuse me. Glenn Close is in there. Digimon Hansu is Karat the Pursuer. So I would imagine he's going to team up with Ronan somehow. I mean, they're both pursuers. We'll see. Maybe Ronan kind of goes good at the end. I would kind of hope so. Seeing as though he's part of the Annihilators, superhero supergroup that had Star-Lord, I believe. Shoot, I'm going off memory. Had Quasar, it had Nova, had Beta Ray Bill, Silver Surfer, Ronan, and I thought Star-Lord, and maybe somebody else. I don't know. I'm going off memory. It's my YouTube picture. What the frick am I even... Gladiator, that's who it had. So Ronan, Surfer, Nova, Rich Rider Nova, Gladiator, Quasar, and Beta Ray Bill. So, I mean, definitely, Ronan's on the side of good at this point. I know that wasn't always the case, so really at this point, everything's speculation. I'm kind of just talking about what I'd like to see. versus, what we're just kind of speculating. So, the movie comes out August 1st, and, hey, I can't come fast enough, as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot of cool things going on in the trailer. I'm not sure how I feel about the way the Nova Corps is portrayed. I guess I want to talk about. I haven't even talked about Peter Quill yet. I'm going to talk about the Nova Corps first, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish off with Peter Quill. Obviously, I'm actually, I don't like it when Hollywood kind of like does their own thing all the time. But I actually don't mind the Nova Corps like outfits and stuff. It's pretty fitting. It's close. It's accurate. So I'm not even mad about it. So we'll see how that goes. John C. Reilly is a funny guy. I don't know how that's going to work out, but obviously they're the Marvel Green Lanterns, and Marvel definitely played that up in this movie and in the trailer anyway. They are definitely portrayed as policemen, and we'll see how that goes. I don't think they're going to be bad guys in the movie, and I kind of was worried that they would be. I don't feel like they should be portrayed that way, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if I already said this, but there is a rumor that there is somebody named Rich Rider in the Nova Corps in the movie. So that'll be awesome if whoever that is actually in the movie and kind of comes to the forefront towards the end. But last but not least, let's talk about Chris Pratt as Peter Quill. Is that there really isn't much funnier than, I mean, the two big spots in the movie are when he gets caught trying to steal the orb, and they ask him who he is, and he says, Star-Lord. Who? That was awesome. That was just funny. He's like, Star-Lord, man, forget it. That's dope. I loved it. I mean, that just totally put the trailer off on the right start. You had this feeling of like this epic Indiana Jones, he's searching for treasure kind of thing. And and then it brings the comedy. Loved his little flip-off routine in the little lineup. And I love the commentary between John C. Reilly and whoever the other Nova Corps guy was. I think it was Peter Serafinowicz. So he calls himself or Peter Jason Quill, aka Star-Lord. Who calls him that? Mostly himself. That whole commentary was pretty funny. So I'm definitely really looking forward to it. I love the fact that they're going with the classic look, like I started to say earlier. I really don't like this look. I feel like it's kind of almost a rip-off of Exo Manowar, like that Exo Manowar suit and armor. So, I really prefer the old suit, especially the old mask. And, I have a feeling that he's going to head back that direction in the comic book. Obviously because, Marvel's going to want to pull the comics in with the movie. And, and also because they're going to sell the crap out of all of his toys. I'm a collector. Like, I collect a lot of stuff, as you guys can see on the channel. There's going to be a new Star-Lord minibus from Gentle Giant. Totally already pre-ordered that. And there's going to be all sorts of things like masks. And like, there's going to be a Star-Lord mask, He's got an awesome helmet. And they're totally going to take full advantage of it and sell stuff for all the kids. So, all in all, I mean, as far as trailers go, I have friends that are not big fans of comic books that are super excited for this movie because the trailer was that fun, that awesome. And, that's what it's all about. So I definitely, give this trailer high marks. I'm really excited for August 1st. At this point, we're like almost 5 months away. So, I know we got to get through Spider-Man and X-Men and Captain America first. But, man, this is going to be an awesome summer. It's going to be tons of awesome comic movies coming up. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So, I figured 20 minutes is enough to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, but maybe not. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you later. Deuce.